You may not realize you have a memory gap until someone asks. One of the reasons dissociative amnesia can be difficult to recognize is that memory gaps are not always obvious. Many people imagine dissociative amnesia as knowing that something is missing. They imagine looking at a period of time and thinking, I have no idea what happened. And of course, sometimes that does occur. But there's another form of dissociative amnesia that can be much more subtle. Sometimes you don't even realize information is missing until you try to retrieve it. For example, imagine that you drive home from work. You know you were talking with your system. This feels like a normal memory to you. Then your therapist asks, what were you and your system talking about during the drive home? And then you realize you have no idea. You know the conversation happened. You know there was content, but the actual details are unavailable. The question didn't create the memory gap, it revealed it. This is one reason many people with dissociative disorders underestimate their own amnesia. It makes a lot of sense that when you know you had a conversation, you might assume that you remember more of it than you do. If you don't try to recall the contents of the event, you won't realize you remember less than you should. When people think about memory gaps, they often look for obvious missing time. They ask themselves, do I lose hours? Do I wake up somewhere and not know how I got there? Do I have complete blackouts? If the answer is no, they may conclude they do not experience much amnesia. But memory disruption can be much more subtle than that. Dissociative amnesia can involve complete memory loss, but it can also involve partial access, fragmented access, state-dependent access, emotional amnesia, or difficulty retrieving details that seem like they should be available. Recognizing these subtler forms of memory disruption can help explain experiences that otherwise feel confusing. It can also reduce self-doubt. Many people blame themselves for being inattentive, careless, or forgetful when what they actually are experiencing is a form of dissociative memory disruption. For many people with dissociative disorders, that realization can change how they understand their memory experiences.